Hey, what's going on, boys? Monday morning. What is it? The 4th of fucking November. Shit, tomorrow's a big day if you're awake. But we got an Alt Army update today, and I'm actually gonna go through. If it's the first time you checking my channel out, thanks. But I'm gonna show you exactly what I've got, what I'm working with on the Alt Army, and a bit of an update, a few little tips and tricks that I've learned along the way. I'm gonna put timestamps in this video. I normally don't put timestamps, but like I'm gonna put timestamps on like just to break it up, I guess, for the Inscription and Enchanting alts. And I've got the main alt army, but we'll go through. I'll show you through the through my character list. G'day, true seekers and confused admirers. Goldson here, showing you a different mindset regarding virtual wealth creation. By setting goals, minimizing the distractions, the power of being focused and consistent. My goal for the war within is to obtain 100 million gold. Join me on my adventure where I can impart knowledge and important life lessons that has made me the person who I am today. We'll go into the game now. All right, so we're on my first account, and you can see here on my warband, I've got my cool Terran pirates. This guy Gezin, he's the odd one out. He's the Draenei jewel crafter. But these four guys here, my Hunter is my leatherworker engineering, and my Paladin is the blacksmithing jewel crafting. My Mage is the tailoring enchanting, and Alchemy Inscription for my shaman. So those four characters cover all the main professions, and these four characters I do not change. They got all the recipes on them, so these are the ones I keep. They're my main crafters. They specialize in just crafting all my reagents, anything I need basically. I'm not there yet, meaning like I'm still buying stuff off the auction house, like rank 2 reagents, because I'm not at the stage where I'm like crafting everything myself, because if you want to be an efficient crafter and make gold, you don't want to buy shit off the auction house. The only thing you want to buy off the auction house is the base materials, like herbs and like cloths and shit. The rest you want to be doing it all yourself, because if you're just buying it off the auction house, then you're paying more money for it, and you can charge. Oh well, it's still a workaround for me. Like, yeah, I'm still progressing towards getting it fully decked out, but we're pretty close. We're pretty close. I got one jewel gatherer. He's an invoker, so he's pumping away with jewel gathering, mining herbalism. So we'll do a video on that later. I want to compare, some farming in the new world and the old world, just to see what it's like, but we'll get into that. Goldson, he's the main dude, so cool Terran pirate. He's my main. He's got tailoring alchemy. Well, to be honest, most of all these alts here have tailoring alchemy. You can see all my characters are at 75 plus. We're going to get them to 80 just because we want to. There is a slight possibility that the 11.1 Season 2 patch requires level 80 for the new recipe, so we're just doing it as a precaution. It might not happen like that, but sometimes it might, so it's good to be prepared. But like, I'm slowly leveling these guys up. There's the serious Wesley here. He's a warlock. He got him to 80. I'm slowly getting every class to 80 just so I can set up the profile, like the action bar, the talents and all that, on both accounts, because what you see here is my first account, but basically I've got two accounts and they're the exact clone of each other. So what you're seeing here is I've got a clone on my second account, just with different names, but the same amount of characters. So I've got looking at this, I've got 4 shamans here, plus 1 is the main, so I've got 10 shamans. Warlocks here, I've got 5 here, so I've got 10 warlocks. I've got 8 warriors, 10 druids, so on and so forth, and I've got one of each class. So because I can actually play the game in terms of PvE. As you know, I've only been going into gold making the last 5 months solid, I guess. Before that, I was a Mythic Plus player and just general consumer of the game. But now we're going a bit hardcore, I believe. I think I'm going pretty hard. Only time will tell. I got my paladins here, Prop Paladin and Vengeance Demon Hunters. So these guys, there's 9 characters here, and these are my Enchanting Inscription, guys. So in total, I've got 18 enchanters, 18 scribes. I've got 92 tailors, 92 alchemists. I've got 2 main enchanters, 2 main tailors, 2 main blacksmiths, 2 main jewel crafters, 2 main engineers, 2 main leather workers, and 2 jewel gatherers. So I've got 120 toons in total, and you can see here I've got 5 monks level 10, and these ones are just on separate realms, and I'm using these ones to sell my bags. So I've got one on Area 52, Storm Rage, Illidan, Tichondrius, and Moonguard. Shout out to Canada there. I know he's on Moonguard. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Area 52 is Semicolon. He's on Area 52. I'm not sure what it... But like these ones, they're just base guys that are sitting at the auction house. But yeah, that's sort of an overview. That's sort of an overview of all my characters. And at the end, so we're gonna go straight into the what do you call it? We'll go into Goldson, and I want to show you sort of an update on how I'm progressing, what my talents are, what I'm thinking about, just shit like that. And then we'll move on to the Enchanters Inscription guys at the end of the video. So that's why I put the timestamp in there if you're only here to check out the Enchanting Inscription setup or whatever, or how I'm going. But yeah, it's Monday morning and I got my cup of tea, mate. How you going? I'm actually struggling this week. I'm supposed to give up carbs this week, and I've had a few more carbs than I was supposed to allow myself. But fuck it, I'm only human. I'll give it another 2 weeks. The goal is to eliminate carbs, 85% of the carbs out of my diet, and hopefully progress towards a carnivore diet, which is the proper human diet. But all right, so we logged into Goldson. What do we got? Let's see if we got any auctions. We'll just check. Expired. So you can see here, I've been making spell thread, which was a big fail. But we'll just quickly post these fuckers. So I'm selling Vandus runes. They're pretty cheap. These ones are dirt cheap. I posted for like 12 hours because I made Weave the Cloth spell threads just as a test instead of the rare spell threads. Biggest mistake. Okay, so because it's someone's buying the Vandus runes. Look, see, someone's buying them. So they are selling, I guess. Okay, so we've logged in. We've got a bit of concentration. If I've got enough, I'll just quickly craft some daybreaks, because at the moment daybreak is worth the most. So 1,800 gold, sunset spell threads, about half the price. So I'm just crafting whatever's the profitable one. So at the moment I'm using 333 concentration, rank 2 mats. I'm just pumping them. There you go, got a multi-craft. So I got 2 out of that. I'm using the I've got the rare tool, multi-craft resourcefulness. I've got a double resourcefulness tool. I've nearly got all the rare equipment, I guess. They're going to be last. To be honest, I think it's better to make the alchemy accessories to have a full set first, and I will talk about that in a sec once we get over to the alchemy table. But what else I do? I go into the crafting orders, patron orders. I'll filter show unlearned, and I'll just have a look here. I'll look at each one, and it just quickly determine whether it's good or not. This one's not good. 10 artisan security, 900 gold down the hole. This one, the 4-star, not going to be worth clicking on that because I know I can't make it. This one here, Weaver Cloth bag. This is 664 gold for 10 artisan security. Probably not worth it, so I'm not going to do anything there. So really, I'm checking on all the alts. I'm checking the patron orders every day because I'm trying to get to that point where I don't have to do the patron orders as much. I can just focus on other shit like crafting other stuff in the game. But we'll come over to the alchemy table and I'll show you. Oh wait, I'll show you the build. My bad. All right, so the current build, Threads of Devotion. I've got nothing in there. I'll probably never put any points in there. This is my Dawn and Till Dusk. So it's nearly maxed out. I'm only missing 10 points, the final 10 points in Dawn and Duskweave Tailoring. Really, I'm not really bothered putting points in here yet, but I will. These will probably be last, but because it gives skill and ingenuity for making the bolts, and you get to learn how to make the feet, really. And it's the same on this side. So I'm not focused. I'm going to leave them last. That's 20 points. I've got quality fabric. I've put 30 points in the quality fabric, 30 points in the weaving and raveling. These contribute to making the bolts because effectively this build is going to be hyper focused into either making rank 3 spell threads with concentration, rank 3 bolts without using concentration. So we're going to have a full build. We're going to have a few choices there. So it might make sense to make the bolts first and then craft the spell threads. And then whatever's left, I'll just sell the bolts, whatever. I put some points into spell thread, then I stopped. Because I realised, because I'm using concentration, I need to focus more on the secondary stats. Secondary stats are probably the most important stats at this point. So we'll have a look over there. So you can see I've got 30 points in the multicraft, 30 points in the ingenuity. Oh yeah, apparently multicraft's getting a big nerf. So, and I wouldn't say a nerf, it's more of a balancing act, but they're balancing that. So hopefully the price of the spell threads are going to go up, hopefully in my favour, because of the multi-craft. So if there's going to be less on the market, the price is going to be more, right? So that's probably a good thing. Ingenuity is really good because you get all your ingenuity back when you proc a spell thread, which is really good, really good. And extra threads I'm working on at the moment, which is going to be the resourcefulness, which is going to be huge. So really you want 120 points into the secondary stats. I want 90 points in here. So that's 210 points. And then we're going to have points in here, which I'm pretty sure is 340 points total. So 340 knowledge points total on each tailoring alt. And I've got 92 of them. So it's a shitload of knowledge points. We're pretty fucking close. We're 73 days in since early access. Well, yeah, I guess early access. We're 73 days in. We'll probably complete this within 3 to 4 months. We will see, but by then we're going to be hopefully printing gold, and we'll definitely be on our way towards 100 million gold. So stay tuned for that one. So I'm not giving up. I pushed a couple of weeks ago, last week I was very depressed. I was like, oh, I'm not getting anywhere. I'm not seeing any fucking return on investment. I'm not seeing any success. But I know if I keep pushing on and doing this mundane task of logging in every day, checking the patron orders, is very, very time intensive. Like, fuck, it takes hours and hours every day to do this. And you can see how many hours I'm putting in on the Tuesday week, my weekly recap. We go through the proof of gold. I basically calculate how much time I've spent in the game relative to how much gold I've earned. And I actually have an accurate gold per hour average across 2 accounts. So that's a good metric for me. And I guess for other people to see how much gold per hour I'm actually making. But we're not there yet. Once we get to 100 mil, we can do a full video on that. But that's an overview of the tailoring. But we're at the alchemy table now. So I'll log into the alchemy table and I'll go straight into the crafting orders. And you can see here, there's always 2 patron orders that give the augment runes, but they require rank 3. So to do these ones, it's profitable, but you got to use 400 concentration, which is a lot. And effectively, once you fully build up, which I will, these orders will be pretty lucrative, especially doing it with the tools. But I want to showcase an add-on. It's called No Mats No Make, and I spoke with the guy on his Discord to change one thing for us, and that thing was because he ordered. If you go to the recipes, see up here, see this resourcefulness where it says there, that basically tells you visually what tool you got, except for, so you don't have to hover over it. So that's a weak aura. But this one here, it's got like a little drop down, and you can put your different tools in there. So you can see here, I've got the resourcefulness tool and the resourcefulness enchant. So I put that in this one, and then I've got the I'm going to get the multi-craft one at the end, I guess. I'm going to get this one last. So that's going to be multi-craft ingenuity, because we're going to be using concentration for flasks and files as well. I've got the double ingenuity there for thaumaturgy. So once I fill out, I'm going to get all the tools, all the rare stuff and all the alts, just min-max the shit out of it, because why not, man? The quicker I can get to that point, and that means the rest of the expansion, I got time to make gold, which is the goal of the channel, really, at the start. I did say 100 million and beyond, and we're still working on the beyond. But okay, so I'll go. This add-on, you can disable the auto swapping. You can choose multi-craft. At the moment, it's preferring multi-craft over ingenuity. If you tick the box, it will change it. So if you tick the box, he'll go Ingenuity over Multicraft. But at the moment, Multicraft over Ingenuity, the base default is probably the best. You just got to put your weapons in there or your tools in there. So I'll log in and I'll come over here and I'll go to crafting orders and I'll go, all right. I see there's no flickers, but I'll have a look at these artisan security, and if they're relatively cheap, because I'm pretty low on artisan security, I need a lot of it. I have been doing these orders. So, and these orders require, it says 469 gold it's going to cost me, but it's actually a lot less because I transmute my own materials. But see, it says resourcefulness, but it's like before, if I hit the concentration button, it would stay as resourcefulness, but I got the guide to change it so it changes. So if I hit concentration, it should change my tool to inspiration. So I'll click it. Ingenuity, sorry. You see that? And then, but like that was working as intended, but if you deselect it, it would stay on Ingenuity. But now I got him to change it or try and make his add-on better, because his add-on's really, really good, man. Really, really good. I got to put some money towards him. Pretty sure he's got a Patreon, so if you're watching, you know, I'll flick you some money just for your efforts, because I've got no idea how to do this, but I sort of understand how it works. So using the concentration button changes it. Let go of it, it goes back to resourcefulness. Because really, patron orders, if you're doing patron orders for other people, like you want full resourcefulness, right? And like it's just a pain in the ass, like changing your tools and shit. This add-on and this week will give you good visualization. So I like that. So I'll just click create now. So I'll create, and I've got 21% ingenuity, which is fucking disgusting, right? I've got 21% ingenuity, which gives me a higher chance of getting my concentration back. And there's a vial of ingenuity that I'm gonna use as well. Like eventually when when all my shit's done, all I'm gonna do is have ingenuity file on. So I'll log in, do my spell threads, come over here, do my files, whatever, my crafting, then log out, and we're gonna have that ingenuity buff the whole time. So I'm gonna have like probably 23% ingenuity, 24% ingenuity, which is going to be pretty nuts. So that's anything that saves ingenuity or concentration is well worth it, in my opinion, because it's concentration equals gold, as we always say on the channel. It's pretty fucking out there, man. Pretty awesome. But so those are done, and then I'll click on the recipes, and I'll click on thermatology first, and I'll click on what to salvage, and as you can see, I've got the three here, the three different family, the colors or transmutagen. And what I do, I'll just pick whatever's the highest. So I've got 279, 280, 283. So I'll just click whatever's the highest, and then I'll get that. But as you can see, because I've got the full build, actually I'll show you the build for now. So I've got the full build. So the full build for thermatology is 230 knowledge points. So 180 in the main tree, which is basically every node, and then 50 points into alchemical mastery. So that allows me, plus the rare tools, that allows me to craft transmutagen into rank 2 by default, by not using any concentration. I could use my concentration. I could use 422 concentration to transmute this into rank 3. And for the purposes of the video, I'll show you. So I'm going to transmute this into rank 3, but it's actually better. If you're going to use concentration on thermatology, you're better off using higher rank materials, meaning... So I'll just transmute this, and we'll have a look at so we got mercurial, volatile, gleaming, because the first transmutation of every day, or thermatology, you get a bonus to gleaming, and we got some acarite rank 2, which is pretty good. So that's probably like over 100 gold there. It's hard. We can actually calculate it. 102.80. So 202 gold just for hitting the button. So at the moment, it's pretty good, and it's 100% free, as you see here. CraftSim saying 100%. So that click doesn't cost me anything really, other than building it up to this point. So at this point now, I just click the button and it's free gold basically. So it could be 200 gold minimum on every character. So really, we'll do a rough calculation. So if that's 202 gold times 93, well technically I got 94, but we'll just go 92 alchemists. So that's 18,500 gold a day. So just clicking the button, times it by 7, that's 130 a week. And if we times that by a year, we're at 6.7 million just for clicking a button every day. And that's the minimum, really. You can use concentration to pump a bit more, but I'll show you what's the better use of concentration is the actual transmute. So, because I'll do like this, like, I'm explaining it slowly, but I'm actually doing this really fucking quickly. So I'll do the thaumaturgy, boom, and then once I'll have a look whichever transmute is the highest meaning what I have the most transmutagen of, because there's no point doing the one with the lowest because you're just going to run out of transmutagen. So the highest one here is mercurial herbs. I can make 48 of them, so I might as well craft that. And you can see here I've got 6 out of 8. So really I keep it at 6 out of 8 just so it doesn't cap on charges. But see, this uses, I got this transmutagen, didn't cost me anything. So I could just click the button and then get more free herbs, rank 2 herbs, you know. But for this build, I'm just going to show you, I'll use concentration, which is going to use 408 concentration, which is a lot. But the thing is, if it procs, we're going to get half of that back. So we're going to get 204 back. So, and we're at 21% ingenuity. With the file in the future, we're going to have a lot more. So 23%. So we're going to have a higher chance of getting a proc. So let's do it. Let's see if we can get a proc. All right, we didn't get a proc, but we got gleaming transmutagen, ominous. We got more transmutagen there. So that's, and you at this point, like, we're never going to run out of transmutagen if we just do the craft once a day. So basically, we're just converting concentration into rank 3 materials, and we got microbloom there and orbanid. So let's have a look at how much that cost. We didn't get a refund. So the rank 3 microbloom was 71 gold. Orb is 834. So 834. So we're looking at about 900 gold just for clicking that button. But as you can see, we used a fair bit of concentration. So ideally, it's still the better use of concentration because I've gone the thaumaturgy route. But the route that I'm going to take in the future is the flasks. Now I want to go into this a little bit. So for example, if we do a recipe scan, okay. So a quick recipe scan based on my current things. You noticed before I used 408 concentration doing the thaumaturgy, but with this, I think it's actually better to convert your concentration into files and flasks. And it says here, flask of tempered aggression is the most profitable. So we're going to make 2,700 gold out of that, as opposed to like 900 gold. So like 2,700 gold is better than 900, and we roughly use a little bit more concentration. But as we level it up, so we'll go flask, we'll find it, flask of tempered aggression, you see here. So because we got craft sim, we can simulate it. So we'll simulate it. Okay, so at the moment we'll use rank 2 materials. We're going to use I'd say mirror powder would be still the best because of multi-craft. So rank 2 materials, rank 2 mirror powder plus concentration, we're looking at 2,700 gold. Okay, so that's using 442 concentration, which is a lot. But if we fully max out, if we keep going, because we've spent 230 points already on thaumaturgy. But if I keep going, I'm going to eventually turn these alts into flask crafters as well. So I have that as well. And at the moment, using concentration for flask is way better than thaumaturgy. So if you're watching this and you haven't made any alts, definitely skip thaumaturgy altogether. And then just go into making the flasks, because it's a much more easier process and cheaper to set up. The way that I set it up, my thaumaturgy alts is expensive, and I'm going the extra mile. I'm just going to keep going. Fuck it. It's more fun for me anyway. Like I really love the grind, because yeah. But you can see here, if we upgrade all our points, for example, it's only going to cost 219 concentration, right? And if we had the what do you call it? I'll just input the correct, if it had the correct tool. Okay, so I made it simulate me having the multi-craft ingenuity tool, and it's now saying this is a full build. It's saying we're gonna make 3,179 gold per 219 concentration. So like this is way better than thaumaturgy. in terms of concentration. It's saying 15 gold per concentration, which is fucking wild, man. Absolutely wild. So I'm definitely going to build towards that, but it requires, because we've really got alchemical mastery, we really need 40, 70. So really need an extra 130 points. No, extra 110 points. I actually, I'm not going to use bulk production because that's only good for when you're bulk crafting, and whereas with the alts, we're just going to be using rank 2 materials and turning into the rank 3. So really, you don't need actually that much more, but we're going to go into it anyway. So you can see here, I did mention about how I'm going to use the ingenuity flasks, and I put 15 points in fantastic flasks. Oh, excuse me, because I want, if you put 15 points into here, you can double your usage of the files and flasks. So from 30 minutes to 1 hour, which is a good money save, long-term money save, really. So I've gone thermatology, 15 points into fantastic flask, and now I'm just going to build out these nodes here. And I'm just going to, for the sake of simplicity, is that I'm just going to put points into microbiome. So I'm only going to go up to 25 points on each node, because that's a lot easier. Because once all the points are in 25, I might put 40 points into microbloom first, because a lot of recipes use that, and so that's going to make it cheaper for me to get there in terms of patron orders. And then I could just target farm whatever flask I want, but eventually I'm going to have 40 in everything. Why the fuck not? So that's what, 40, 80, 160... 200 points, so an extra 200 points. So what's that, another 2 months and we can do it. But anyway, that's a lot of catch up. We're just gonna, because it's the Dark Moon Fair, I'll show you how I do the Dark Moon Fair real quick. So however you get to Stormwind the quickest, that's where you want to go, or Orgrimmar. I'm not sure too much about the Lord. I assume it's the same way, but the quickest way is take the portal to Dalaran, Crystal Song Forest. I do repeat myself in the Inscription Enchanting section at the end of the video, which will be after this. Talk to this guy, take you there, take you to the staging area. And because I'm Alchemy Tailoring, I need to buy a few items. So I'm not sure, there must be a similar thing for Horde. Like at the moment, if you're Alliance and you go into Goldshire, it's probably the only time I go into the Goldshire Inn, to be honest, is to buy the Moonberry juice. I need 5 Moonberry juice, and then I'll come over to this guy and buy coarse thread. I'm pretty sure you need just one of them, 1 blue dye, 1 red dye, and then you're cooking, you're good to go. So now we can go into the Dark Moon Fair, and I'm just doing it just to show you, but I'll probably do it on all my alts just because fuck it, why not? It's actually easy and cheap knowledge points, and every knowledge point towards what I just explained is better. So we're gonna have a lot of, it's a big grind, but we're gonna be able to, we'll be able to make spell weaves rank 3. We're gonna make fucking bags. We're gonna make bolts rank 3. We're going to make files and flasks at rank 3. We're going to be able to transmute our reagents. And if they do bring out a new transmute, I'm going to be well poised to take advantage of that. That's in the future. Building up towards that, hopefully, that's a good thing. So I'll just complete the tailoring quest there. Just craft a flag and chuck it on the ground. The next one you got to be a little bit careful with. Make sure you don't fuck it up. Because if you sell one, if you accidentally use a moonberry juice, you have to go back and buy more. So this is the alchemy guy. So you want to purchase the fizzy fair drink, 5 of, and then craft the potions. Was it the moonberry fizz? You want to craft 5 of them, and then you can hand in, and you're good to go. All right, hand that one in. So we're going to get points for that. For your bang, and I'll just chuck out the warband bank because we're at the end of a session. So I'll just chuck everything I've made in there. I might as well allocate points. So I've got 3 points here. I'll put 3 points into microbloom lore. Tailoring, got 3 points. Chuck it into resourcefulness. Boy, you bang. Every bit at a time. 1 bit at a time. Oh wait, we've got some mail. We've got to check the mailbox. So the Brutosaur is really good for this. You got your own, mailbox and auction house. Such a good purchase. I bought it so quick, man. All right, so that's all done. I've put everything in the war bank, and now I'll just hearth back to Dornigal, and then we can log out. And that's basically the long version of what I do. That normally what I just did there normally takes like 4 minutes per character, probably 5 minutes by going to this dark moon area. But really, that's it. I'll just click my macro that logs out, booyah bang, and then literally I'll just go down the list. But the next section, so you can keep watching if you want, but I'm going to go through how I do my Enchanting Inscription ults. And I've got 18 of them, so I don't have as many. But really, hopefully, the goal of this video is to show you what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, what I'm looking for in the future. And really, that's my plan to make 100 million gold in the Walked In. And like that's part of the plan. The other plan, once I get more time, is to craft shit and show you the process, how to craft stuff, how to vertically integrate your system to become competitive on price. Just every little tidbit I can do for a video. So right now, I don't have many videos, interesting videos to watch for the algorithm, which I'm totally fine, by the way. I don't really care about that. My goal is to educate people on how to become better crafter and show you how I'm doing it with my philosophies, my morals in my own life. I'm applying it to the game, and your philosophy and morals are also applied to the game, whether you want to extort people, you want to bring value to the community, whatever you want. I like to bring value and at the same time make a bit of coin along the way. But yeah, just it's a quick overall, if you do like my content and you want to see my day-to-day updates, go check me out on X, or follow on X, which previously was Twitter. Now X, thank fuck for that. And yeah, just update. Yeah, so we'll cut into that next video, I guess. I'm just going to push it into one video. Fuck it. Alrighty, so we're just going to log into. I've got 18 enchanting ults, so a bit of an update. I've got 18 enchanting ults, and at the same time inscription ults that I'm leveling up. All the enchanting ults are all fully decked out, and they are pumping out these Authority of Depths. You can see here I've got 924 out of 1,000, so we're definitely poised to pump a bit of these. And first things first, we got it. There's a bit of a shatter bug. You can see here I've got Shattered Essence on it, but it doesn't actually apply. You can tell by the enchant. So it's at 35% ingenuity. If I take it off, it goes to 34. Doesn't seem right. Let's apply it and then see what happens. Go back. Yeah, okay, now it's 39. It's weird. I'm not sure if Shattered Essence slowly degrades over time or what, but we're at 39. And if we got the Ingenuity buff, so, and plus if we use the Forge framework, we get 47. So because all my ults have like the max weapons or tools and accessories, as you would know from previous video, all I'm doing is just trying to craft as many of these to get my money back, really, because I spent a few bob getting the recipe. So eventually, once we get our money back, we will be able to, start making some profit. But at the moment, we're in the negative. So I also do, because Enchanting offers really good artisan security, and because I'm trying to gather artisan security. You can notice here I've got 735, and I'm currently building up 900 artisan security to be able to make all the rare tools and that for the inscriptions, for the scribes. Sorry. Well, so I normally do this every 3.5 days. I'll log in and do the bloody concentration. Every day I've been doing the patron orders on all of my 120 characters. Well, technically 118 characters a day, because 2 of them are gatherers. But every day I've been logging in, so I'm actually utilizing all my 120 ults, which is pretty full on, I think. So today's another special day. We got reset on our glimmers. So if this is not an in-depth guide on how to do knowledge points, but I've done enough knowledge patron orders and knowledge point to understand how it works. So how it works is depending on when you started your first lot of patron orders. So say you see these glimmers here. These glimmers give you 2 instead of 1, and these glimmers spawn every 4 days. So today is Monday, the 4th of November, and we got glimmers. So what I do is that because it doesn't matter, because I check it every day. So it doesn't worry me. But if you're not checking it every day and you want to be efficient with your knowledge points and your time, just check it every 4 days. So today's Monday, so I just count on my finger: Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So Friday would be the next time that these glimmers pop up for this character, right? And at the same time, you get 2 to 3 glimmers, which is 6 knowledge points. You get a patron order that gives 30 artisan security, and then another 2, so you get 50 artisan security. And these, if you just do the glimmer patron orders, it's relatively cheap. If you spend a bit more and do the flickers, yeah, I'll show you. The flickers here. Flickers are the catch-up knowledge, and they spawn every day. So if you want to catch up, you have to check it every day, which I am, because I am trying to catch up on my scribes. So this is the glimmers, or flickers, sorry. They only give 1 inscription or 1 knowledge point, and they're a little bit more expensive. But if you can't really see it here, I'll show you. I'll take the camera down, but like down here in the bottom corner, you can see here I've got 95 basically flickers to see. If I see it's at 95, and if I do this order here, which gives a flicker, so I'll create it. So on 95, and as soon as I press complete, it'll go to 94. Bang, we're at 94. So it's kind of like this add-on's kind of tracking how you're going with all that shit. But now that, because I've been doing the patron orders, we'll go back to the camera mode because you want to see me. Hello, how you going, mate? And also today being Monday, well, the bloody Dark Moon Fair's on, so I'm going to head to Stormwind because I've already got all the points for Enchanting, but I'll show you anyway. So I think a quicker way to get to this fair is to take this land portal to Crystalstone Forest, which is old school Wrath. And if you come down the stairs here, there's a person here. You can take you to the staging area, and because it's a scribe, we want 5 light parchment, and this vendor here sells you that shit. So you got 5 light parchment. Booyah bang, there you go. Oh, gotta love those trees. And then we'll head into here, and as we go down here, I'll show you my build. So my enchanting build at the moment, I don't know, I've put points into multi-craft for some reason. I'm not sure why, but you don't really need multi-craft. But most of my points are in here, in the everlasting enchantments. And because I bought the authority of power, of radiant power, I'm going to put 20 points into fortified flames. See what we got there. And then we'll put some points into tools, like because I'm doing the weekly knowledge point disenchant grind for enchanting. We're slowly over the every week we're going to gain knowledge points, so I might as well allocate them. Why not? It doesn't hurt. But like with the Dark Moon Fair, you get like 3 skill and 3 knowledge points, so it's pretty easy and relatively quick way to get it. So this guy here, he'll give a quest. Because I've got the light parchment in my bags, all I have to do is really click the button and we'll hand it in. There we go, boom. And it'll actually give you like old school knowledge too, if you've got the unlock. But we'll use our new Brutosaur mount, because why not? Using that mailbox. So we'll collect the mail, and you can see here I've got a bunch of shit already. There's the Authority of Depths enchant. So I'll just unlock the Artisan Security, unlock the Glimmers, unlock the Flickers. So you can see here we're nearly at 900 Artisan Security. So by Friday next week, or I'm pretty sure by tomorrow, yeah, I nearly got 900 there. So by tomorrow I'll be able to craft the weapons, or the profession tools, and I'll show you the build. So this is my build here. You can see I've gone into archival editions, which is going to make the Vanis runes, and the Vanis runes at the moment are the best use of concentration in terms of gold. The contracts, I'm definitely going to build this out eventually, because they're going to get a new faction in 11.1, probably the Harania Druid Troll faction. So eventually we're going to have 30 points in here, and probably misses as well, but really the money's going to be in the contracts and the Vanis runes. I'd say on 11.1 the contracts are going to be pretty good concentration straight off the bat, and then eventually the Vanis runes are going to be the popular pick once people progress in the new raid. But if we go to Pursuit of Knowledge here, you can see here this is the secondary stat one. I'm putting 30 points into multitasking, and then points into Ingenuity or Eureka, mate. But yeah, Ingenuity is really good for concentration. But look, in all honesty, you want 120 points in here, and I'm going to fill this out. So I'll fill it out now. So I'll put points in. So I'll go Ingenuity. Once this is decked out, I'll put another 15 points in here, and then 30 points, and I'll have 120 in there total. And the reason why, if you go to Vanus Runes, right, which is what I'm making, and if you got Craft Sim, you can go Specialization info up the top here. If you click that, this will basically tell you what knowledge points you need. So I've got 30, so it's saying I got enough. I need to put, I just really need to fill out the tree. So in total, to be efficient with making Vanus Runes, you need what? 90, 120, 150, 180, 210 knowledge points. So you need a fair bit of knowledge points. Obviously, you need the best tools, available. And the tool I'm going to be going for is going to be multi-craft, because Vanus Runes use multi-craft, so 100% multi-craft. Even though the nerfs are coming, it doesn't really matter. It's still going to be the best. And then Ingenuity second, because we're using concentration with this ult. We basically any proc. Because if you see it here, you'll get most of your concentration back when you use Ingenuity. So at the moment, it's refunding 70%, but once we max it out, we'll get 100% Ingenuity back. And so that pairs really good with the Enchanting build. So I've got Enchanting and Inscription, right? And the same cadence is going to occur. So I'm gonna log in, do my and after there will come a point where I don't have to do patron orders on this ult. So I'll only do patron orders if it is profitable, which most of them are. And as you know, if you do level it up, the patron orders are going to be fucking pretty awesome, right? It's all little bits at a time. Like how does an ant eat an elephant? One bit at a time, mate. I tell you what. So it's kind of like that for me. It's like the 100 million gold goal is slowly going to be achieved by me bit by bit. It's not going to happen all at once. It's just going to be little bits and pieces. So if you're watching now, thanks for watching. But like at the moment, like it doesn't seem like I'm making anything. And that's intentional. Like I'm not trying to make money quick. I'm trying to make money slow and steady, and that's why I always say slow and steady wins the race. It's the same in real life, it's the same in the game. It doesn't really matter. But anyway, that was a little side note there. So really I need to get to I need 100 skill, do the tools. I'll probably do a video on the tools, to be honest, because it's going to be a decent one. But I kind of want to level up my main profession guys first, so I can craft the shit myself, which is going to save a bit of time. But yeah, it's a slow and steady thing. I haven't really calculated it when I'm going to finish it. But might as well, I'll chuck out the Warbank now and then I'll open it up. And then I only open up the Warbank every 4th day. Like, so if it's a Glimmer day, I'll just deposit everything into the guild bank, or into the war bank, sorry, not the guild bank. I used to do the guild bank, but now I just chuck it all in the war bank. It's just easier. And because I do it every 4 days when the big glimmer comes out. So when the glimmers come out, that's the indication of like, okay, dump everything into the war bank. So every 4 days I just dump everything in the war bank. And then every week, once a week, I'll just sell all my shit just to try and save a bit of time. Because leveling all this shit up takes time, man. It's going to get to the point where I don't have to do any fucking patron orders. I just log in, click my buttons, log out. Or like, really, I could just craft my shit and then send it away and then sell shit every 4 days. Like, selling stuff every 4 days is pretty cool. Like, I'll just post it and then log in, and then the next day I'll just post it again. Like, instead of cancel scam, I'll just post it every day. Eventually it'll sell, but like meaning I'm not in a fucking rush. But yeah, this is kind of a catch up for the Inscription Enchanting ults. Alrighty, that's it for the weekly recap. Cheers for sticking to the end. Hope you got something from it. Want more updates? Follow us on X at Goldson_TV. It's all about the journey, and remember, slow and steady always wins the race.